Welcome back to Daytime. As you can see, we have moved our comfortable couch, which you should not be sitting on all the time because you need to do some exercise.
We're trading it in.
We are trading it in. And we have a great fitness expert here who is a personal trainer who has trained people like Nelly Furtado, Chris Angel, Tom Cochran, and he's also an author of the Fat Fighter Diet. He's going to give us some tips on how to stay fit in some different ways than you probably haven't heard before. So welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
We're a little bit nervous. Oh, I'm a little bit nervous. Look at these things here. I'm not really sure what we're going to be doing with them.
We can do it.
Be a little bit scared.
But I like how you opened with, this is not going to be your typical grandmother's exercise video.
Yeah, this won't be your Jane Fonda workout.
All right.
No.
I'm excited to see what you have to show us. So what do you want to start with?
Well, one of the things that people ask me a lot is they want to find out how to get a flat stomach.
Right.
It's probably like the most common request I get when people come to see me. And so what most people start with thinking about, okay, crunches, right? So when you think about abs, you usually think about crunches, be it on a ball, be it on the floor,
mat, right?
That's where most people start. But the problem and there's nothing inherently wrong with that, it's okay, but it's just not that effective. And the reason it's not that effective is because it doesn't burn a lot of calories.
And it's boring.
It's really boring. And you can get a little uncomfortable in your neck as well, and that's not the greatest. So you want to look at exercises that have the highest metabolic cost, which means they have the greatest amount of caloric expenditure. So some great abdominal ones you can do is to, instead of, for example, lying on the ball, well, let's start rolling on top of the ball. Okay? So I can demonstrate one here if you like.
Let's check this
I'll get out of your way.
If you're going to get on
This has got to be one of the biggest questions that you're always asked when it comes to abs, and everybody wants abs, everybody wants a nice flat stomach. What's
everybody.
the hardest part to do, for sure?
It is. And it starts with a diet. We can talk about that in a second. But just from the exercise standpoint, here's a great ab exercise. So you're going to walk out on a stability ball, get yourself nice and tight. You're going to bring your knees in, pull them in nice and high, come on, and then push out.
Oh, nice.
Come in and push out.
You have to have some good balance there. I think I would be flat on the floor.
Who wants to give that a try?
Go ahead,
Go
Brittany.
for it.
It's all you.
Come on, Brittany.
No, that's
It's all you,
In my-
Brittany.
You're
in my
wearing your
high-heeled shoes. I could
take 'em
try. Okay.
Give it a whirl.
All right, here we go.
Take off your shoes. We won't make fun of you for
Guys,
your smelly
I'm
feet.
for sure going to fall. Wait,
In-
so I start kind of like this and then I'll roll
Yeah,
Yes, so
over?
now you're going to roll forward. Okay. You want to keep your balance, so keep nice and tight to your abs. Don't lose your balance.
It's gonna go like off this side.
And then I
Pull your
pull in
knees.
my leg.
Pull your knees in. That's right, while raising your tush. I love it in the heels. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's
Try this
again,
at home in your heels.
Do it again. Pull, squeeze the abs,
Oh,
push
you
out.
can definitely feel that.
And then when you dismount,
Without the
roll back.
bonbons.
Go back slowly. We don't want any accidents
Woo!
here.
How did that feel?
Very good.
Good job.
That was
You
a
can-
great one.
You can
How did that
definitely
feel? Did you
feel
feel
that.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah?
you can feel it right here. But it's kind of fun.
It is fun.
And I'm sure you'd get better after you do it a few times and you take off the
When you're in
the
your
shoes.
sweats as well. and all that,
Exactly.
right? So that make a lot more sense.
Okay, so
What
you think...
about foods? Like, what about
Yep.
even the foods that you would be eating to help trim your stomach?
Well, that's a great question. It's the best foods that you can eat for a flat stomach are those foods that do not spike blood sugar.
Okay.
When you have blood sugar imbalances in your body, you tend to gain a lot of fat around your midsection, particularly around your love handles.
Right.
So some great foods to choose are ground flax seeds. So sprinkle some of that on your food. That helps with balancing blood sugar. All your vegetables, but the king is protein.
Protein.
Protein. And I find that a lot of women are protein deficient.
So have lots of steak.
Steak is good
In moderation.
in moderation.
Okay.
You
But even
know,
protein shakes, I mean, you make it at home, right?
you can have that. Certainly there's chicken, fish. There's many different sources of protein.
Right.
And you should choose from a wide variety of proteins to get all the amino acids.
And even in terms of shakes, I gotta ask, when we're making like frozen shakes, I mean, frozen fruits and vegetables are just as good as the fresh, right?
The ones that are frozen quickly, flash frozen, yes, they're very good.
They're good.
And when you bring them up to eat them, just don't overcook them, don't oversteam them.
Right, right.
Because then you kind of boil
So
all
you
the
burn
goodness
out
in
the
there.
I
vitamins.
am
and all
a
that.
victim of constantly snacking.
Me too.
And I seem to do this at every time of the day. It doesn't matter if it's 6 in the morning, 12 o'clock at night. I always have to have something
really
that I'm
does.
snacking on. So
Okay.
when would you say is the kind of period where you should stop eating completely at
Okay,
nighttime?
but you gotta tell them what you snack on in the morning, 6:30 in the morning.
No, I don't want to.
Because
I
I
don't want
seen
to
it with
admit
my
to
own
that.
eyes.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah.
I have a gummy bear addiction.
Oh boy.
We're not
Gummy
going to
bears at
discuss that now, though.
7 o'clock in the morning.
The
yeah.
sugar addiction at 6 in the... Well, if you're going to have sugar, you're better having it earlier in the day than later.
later.
Yeah, so she can burn it off,
You
right?
can burn it off. But, however, I do consider sugar to be public enemy number one.
Yeah, but it's
No.
so damn good.
It's so good. But right now, genetics and time are on your side. Okay, so because you're young and your metabolism is kicking along pretty good. But the key, you got one great thing down pat. You're a snacker. Like you eat frequently throughout
that's
the
a
day.
good thing.
That's a good thing.
Okay.
Feed your metabolism frequently throughout the day.
That keeps it going, right?
It does, but you want to make sure you get, again, protein, vegetables, and essential fats.
Right.
So essential fats come in the form of like things like fish oil. And I mentioned ground flaxseed before, that it can also break down
So those
to
are good
omega-3s.
fats, right?
Good fats.
Right.
They're missing from most people's diets. And then, of course, getting a wide range of your fruits and vegetables. And then limiting the amount of grains that you eat. So that the grains can cause a lot of blood sugar rise. So we want to keep the grains relatively down or put them in your post-workout window, which means after you're done exercising, you earn the right to eat carbohydrate foods.
Sure.
So not too much bread.
And you're keeping
things
that
like
balance anyhow, right? So let's talk
Yeah.
about even when's the best time to work out? Like I personally like to work
Yeah.
out in the morning, right?
Yeah.
I just feel like that's a better start to the day, and
Yeah.
then you got the rest of the day. But do you think it's better at night or during the day or in the beginning of the day?
I think that morning workouts are the best
Right.
just because it raises serotonin, so you become a happy, look how happy you are today.
Yeah.
Ecstatic.
You become a happier
No, it's
person.
true, yeah.
Okay, so
And you
it's-
feel better for the whole day, right?
Oh, the whole day.
You're more awake. You're waking up. You're all that stuff.
You're
so.
energized.
Yes,
Yeah, you
very
are.
energized.
And your metabolism, see, exercise is if you want to increase your metabolism today, right away, people watching, I want to increase my metabolism, get up, exercise. That will immediately increase your metabolism.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do that first thing in the morning, you speed your metabolism up for the rest of the day.
Right.
So as opposed to doing it late at night, when you're about to go to bed, you don't need all that energy.
And especially because you've already had a full day's worth of food
Yes.
and all that stuff.
So I'm
right?
assuming it's bad to eat late at night then.
Well, the thing is, there's a 24-hour calorie balance, so it's not necessarily bad, but it's not optimal.
Okay.
Midnight snacks are so good though.
But
I
it
love
can
the snack
disrupt your
before I
sleep.
go to sleep. It just helps me go knock out.
Choose the right foods. Like, don't eat really calorie-dense foods right before you go to bed. So, like, the fettuccine Alfredo may not be the best choice.
No, not some. But what about like granola bars, like 100% granolas, like stuff like that? No, it's not good.
Granola is one of those foods that people think is healthy when in fact it's not.
It's full of sugar, isn't it?
Full of sugar.
Yeah.
Get the granola out. A good thing at night would be something that has like a little bit of protein, a little bit of vegetables. I like using a little bit of cottage cheese. It's a slow digesting protein. A little bit of blueberries on there. It's a very low glycemic carb.
Okay, but what if you want something a little sweet though?
Well, that's where I take fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, pineapple, blueberries, strawberries, all that stuff. That's where you get. That's nature's candy.
Right,
That's where you're
right.
supposed to get your sweets.
Okay. I
So
guess.
don't eat your Thanksgiving dinner late at night, pretty much.
Unless it's just a piece of turkey.
Okay, but that rule does not apply
is
for
not
that whole
happening
day.
for me.
I mean, there's pumpkin pie. There's gonna be apple pie. Come on.
Yeah, but
I
that's
can't
a-
say no to that stuff.
No, but here's what we're going to do. We are going to earn the right to cheat.
have that.
On
That's
that day,
right.
right?
All right.
We're
And-
gonna earn our Thanksgiving dinner today.
That's right.
We'll get more tips for you guys and show you more moves on how you're gonna actually be able to eat all the good stuff on Thanksgiving. Stay with us.